Yeah.
Okay. So I've tried to use my computer, so needed to
Okay.
find out this morning I left my computer actually in the school yesterday, so I had to rush this morning there and to do that. Anyway, so where did we finish last time? We finished with speaking set 2. Today we do the speaking set 3. Okay. Better view. And speaking set 3. Okay. So again, we're gonna continue then with you speaking, and I'm noticing your spelling.
Okay.
And I particularly gonna place today to this lesson your pronunciation of L and R. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you remember from the last lesson? Can you repeat back to me?
Okay.
To be yes.
I remember that I tried to speak. I tried to pronounce R and L, such as pray and pay. Yes, these are
Play
difficult.
and
Pray. Yes, these are difficult sound. These are different sound. And another, I remember that use. I should use past tense, past simple tense, and past continuous in the past. When I speak topic in the past time, and I remember about some which are plural now, sometimes and some place. Or if I would like to talk singular now, I choose what is one time, not some time. Yeah. And moreover, which I would like to talk about natural place. I should what natural, not natural. Natural is organic, and natural is a environment of natural environment. Nature.
So try to give long A. Nature.
Nature.
Yes. So okay, and did you do any of the homework? Did you try to review it by yourself?
Yes. I tried to speak. I tried to sound L and R. Pay. Yeah.
Okay. How did that go? How did it go? Did that go?
Sorry.
How did your homework go?
Homework.
How did your homework?
How did you?
How did you?
Okay. For the last sentence, last lesson.
I mean, you just told me that you did some homework of pronunciation. So did you see any results? Positive results?
Yes. I tried to see. I tried to watch video in the YouTube and tried to pronounce. Tried to practice pronoun. Yes. Practice pronoun.
Together. Yeah. YouTube video. This is very good. This is very good. I like that you using media to continue learning. Yeah. I like also to do a lot of online research, and it's very useful resource. It's free resource, and it has sometimes more than one or two approaches. So you can see how let's say if we're talking about you learning, you can see how one teacher teach that and how another teacher teach that, and then you can choose approach that you like more, as well. So that helps you also to be more flexible and more understanding. So as for today, we're gonna have a part 1 as transports. So again, I'll ask your opinion and your explanations. So the first bulletin would be, how do you usually travel around your town or city, and why?
Yes, of course. If I have my free time, I prefer to go to anywhere, and such as countryside of Thailand. I mean Pattaya and Chonburi, because I feel that these trip can help me to open my new experience.
Okay, and because it helps you to open new experience. Okay, and what public transports are you using in town? Or like, let's say in Bangkok, what public transport do you like to use when you're traveling from place to place?
Okay, in Bangkok, there are many types of transportation, and I feel that the one of the most popular transportations is SkyTrain and the subway, because subway and SkyTrain, because I feel that these transportation can help people to manage time, and Thai people can manage time for traveling with SkyTrain and the subway, because they don't have traffic congestion.
Okay, so you prefer SkyTrain because there is no traffic.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. And do you ever use buses or taxi?
Sometimes if I would like to go somewhere with our BTS, with our SkyTrain station, I think I must use a taxi or the bus, and I feel that this is not convenient, because I don't know who is drive taxi, and they are good person or bad person. On the other hand, nowadays I prefer to use Uber
Can I stop you
application.
there?
Yeah.
Can I stop you there? So you explained about that you don't know the is it again? Okay, sorry. Let's continue. Here. I want to finish your story. Yeah.
Okay. On the other hand, nowadays I prefer to use the Uber application, which is a taxi, Thai taxi.
Uber, yes, and there is another one, Grab, and another one, Get. It's a free altogether. Uber is the most popular. It was the first one, but there are more. I prefer to use them too, because then I know that I know who is driving the taxi is more safe, as well as I know that I will not be cheated, because the amount of money is calculated for the mileage. Rather, when you're taking a local taxi, you don't know what is the way of the local taxi driver. Same. I've heard also about the safety issues. I heard from the many travelers that when they go to another country, they don't know what is the local tariffs from A to B, how much it can cost. So for this, I agree with you. Yeah. Then the next question: How do you think you could persuade people for using the public transport?
Okay. I feel that the majority of people prefer to use public transportation rather than private their own car, because I feel that the cost of transportation in Thailand is very cheap, and they can go anywhere by public transportations, and sometimes they can save their earth because of electronic transportation such as SkyTrain and the subway.
Yeah, this is definitely true, but it depends also, I think, how far you travel. Let's say if you work in Minburi and you live in Chonburi, then perhaps it's gonna be really hard to take the transport. But if you work and live in Minburi, then just a local transport will be fine. Yeah. So I think it also depends on what are you doing. Okay. So then we're gonna go to the next topic, entertainment. So I would ask you a simple question. Do you go out a lot? And do you prefer home entertainment versus going out? Let's say, I'll give you a few examples. Let's say if you prefer home entertainment, is it watching TV or playing games like a PlayStation at home, or if it's entertainment outside, you like going to concerts, maybe listening live music, or going to the cinema or theater, so on. So, which entertainment you like more, and why?
Okay. If I have a free time, I prefer to go out with my close friends and go to the cinema theater. I think this place is the best place for relaxation, and because I can choose the new movies in the theater, in the cinema, and after that we feel happy, we feel relaxed if we watch an interesting movie.
So yes, that's true. Yes, very nice. And apart from watching movies, not a movie, but movies. So apart from watching movies, what else do you like when you go out, when you want entertainment outside of your house, outside of your home, when you go out?
Okay. When I go out, I think my favorite movies is fantasy movie, because in Thailand there are many fantasy movies such as
Very
Harry
good.
Potter and Marvel movies. I feel that this type of movies has become popular trend in Thailand, in my country.
Okay. What about other things to do outside of your home?
Okay.
Apart from the movies.
Other activity that I go out, I think I prefer to
just one activity or 2, 3, 4 activities?
Okay. Other activities that I go out with my close friend, I prefer to sitting in some cafes.
Can I stop you here?
Okay.
I think it's enough if you say other activities that I do are, and then you list them. You make your sentence too complicating. Try to simplify. Try to make this is a little trick. This is I'm gonna give you a little secret about the exam. Don't try to make it complicated and long sentences. Try to make short and simple.
Okay.
And simple, yeah.
Okay.
Because in this way, when you make short and simple sentences, then you understand yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, then you can track where you are easier. Yeah, I can see that you are capable of using and long sentences. Yeah, you can use you understand the idea, you can take this idea, you can speak about the idea, you can compare this idea to another topics. Yes, but this means you need to, first of all, this means you have to have cognitive English, which means you have to understand the topic and to be able to review, which you can. Yeah. But the weakness is here that although you cannot do that using correct grammar. Yeah.
Okay.
Or correct spelling. So if you make yourself more simple, yeah. So let's say imagine instead of using the past continuous and so on, and other forms of past, which perhaps is your weakness, how about you use only the past simple to make the sentences? Yeah. So the past simple, sure that you can use without making any mistakes, correct? Yes. So then the teacher cannot catch you making mistakes because you're using your strengths rather than trying to make. I mean, yes, it looks like, oh, she understands so much, but then why she make mistake when she says what she understands? This is what the teacher would say. Yeah. But then let's say you understand a lot and you can express yourself, but through the simple way, which will allow you to speak without mistakes, will help you to pass the exam. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would like to encourage you that you think about what you say in a very simple sentences rather than try to make them very long and very complicated and then perhaps lose yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's try it this way now.
Okay, Thai again. Sometimes when I go out, I prefer to go to Thai traditional restaurants with my close friends because
And
this
stop
place.
here. And stop here. Yeah. So now the sentence that you said was very simple. And it was perfect, what I wanted from you. Yeah, so you explained very shortly the idea with using very simple language. Yeah, without using additional language elements. Yeah, so I want that you keep that short forms throughout every sentence. Yeah.
Okay, short. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes when I go out, I prefer to go to a some restaurants with my close friends
Yes, very nice.
because this place provide a lot of types of food.
Many places or one place? Which you talk about? Please confirm.
Okay. This
Because you
place
said restaurant. Because you said restaurants, remember? And then you said one place.
Okay, I mean to
Yeah.
many places.
Yeah. So if you say I go to the restaurants, that means you're talking about the many restaurants is not a singular restaurant but plural. Yeah. So
Yes.
then when you continue talking in the next sentence, you have to continue talking about the same idea, which is many restaurants, and you have to describe many restaurants, not just one. If you want to describe only one restaurant, there are two ways. You start with talking about only one restaurant, which would mean most likely you go out only in this one restaurant all the time, or you have to switch, which you say, for example, when I go out with my friends, I like to go out to various or many restaurants because I like activity eating. Yeah. And then you can say, in the restaurant, why I like to go to the restaurants. Then you talk about the general many restaurants why you go out. Yeah. Then let's say you want to switch to a singular restaurant and say and explain more about something you like in one particular restaurant or maybe in another particular restaurant. Then you have to switch to a singular. Yeah. But you have to make the switch. You have to make the switch that is now is one. Yeah. So I will give you an example. Okay. Yeah. So when I go out with my friends, I like to go out to eat. I like to go out to many restaurants. Yeah. I like to go out to eat to various restaurants because I like to try different foods from different countries. I like Japanese food, I like Chinese food, I like Thai food, I like European, let's say Italian or French. Now look, I'm gonna make the switch. Yeah. When I go to the French restaurants, I still speak about the French restaurants as many. I like French food, and I like variety of different foods in French restaurants. Yeah. Still, I still speak about the plural. I switched, but what I switched from many restaurants of different countries. Now I switched to many restaurants, many French restaurants, and I still explain what I like there in general. Now now I switched to a singular. Yeah. When I go out to a restaurant, the name Beautiful Paris. Yeah. I like to eat their French baguette. Because their French baguette is the best from all French restaurants in this one particular restaurant. Yeah. So can you see how I switch between singular and plural? I talk about many restaurants of many countries, foods for many countries. I switch to the French restaurants, and then I want to describe one particular restaurant. Yeah. And you could catch my idea, what I'm talking about, step by step. Yeah. Now you have to follow your idea of following, is it I'm talking about one or about many? And remember that S, if it's plurals. Yeah. Now I want that you explain again the same idea about the restaurants, the way I explained, and I want that you switch from you go out with your friends to the restaurants into singular when I go out to that one particular restaurant and explain singular. Yeah. So try to do that following your idea. We see how you go.
Okay. When I have a free time, I prefer to go to many restaurants with my close friends because I really enjoy eating. Yes, such as French food, Thai food, and Japanese food. I think I really love it.
Okay, and now try to turn to a singular from your plural. Try to talk about one restaurant in particular or one particular food.
Okay. If I have a free time, I prefer to go to restaurants with my close friend. Its name Savoy. This restaurant is Thai traditional restaurant. It provides a lot of Thai foods such as spicy soup and tom yum, which name is a famous soup. It's tom yum gung. Yes,
Okay.
I think I really love this.
Yes. So now I want to stop you here, and I want to examine what you said. Yeah. First of all, you said I like to go to this particular Thai restaurant, which was correct. You used singular because you talked about particular one. Yeah. And then did you notice how you switched to I like many foods, and then you described them? Yeah. So this was very beautiful idea. I like the way you done that because you was really clear. And I'm talking about one restaurant only, and now I'm talking about many foods in the one particular restaurant. Yeah. So you have to keep track of that, and you have to catch yourself where you are in the sentence. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm gonna I'm gonna leave you there. We talked about going outside. Now let's talk about entertainment that you like at home.
Okay. In my home, I think I really enjoy using the internet by my computer because this way provide a lot of acknowledge and entertainments such as such as the YouTube website.
Good. Keep yourself simple.
Entertainment channels.
Okay.
And I think I really love it.
Okay. What other home entertainment you use at home?
Sometimes I prefer to watch international movie in the Thai channel because
Movies. Because
Yeah.
you talk about sometimes, so it's movies.
Okay. Sometimes when
If you
I
Sometimes, if you do it
stay,
sometimes,
Sometimes.
then it means sometimes it means many times. Then that's why you talk about movies because you still continue plural. If you say one time I watched movie, sometimes I watched movies.
Okay. Sometimes when I stay at my home, I prefer to watch international movies in the living room, in my living room with my family members, such as my mom, my dad, and my sister.
Very good. I'm gonna stop you here. Now I am happy that you corrected yourself as well as you used singular and plural, switching between singular and plural. Yeah.
Okay.
So fantastic. Let's see what kind of things do you like to watch on TV? Not only movies, but try to list more than one thing that you like to watch, and then tell me why.
Okay. In my opinion, my favorite channel, my favorite TV program is TEDx Talk, which is a present a lot of topics such as
Very good.
entertainment, technology, and design. And moreover, there are often 10 people in each episode, and they tried to show their idea and share experience with together. I think this program is so exciting and interesting, in my opinion.
Okay, very nice. And what movies and entertainment on TV your mother likes to watch?
I think. Do you mean this? Sorry, could you repeat your question?
Sure. So you said that many of your family members like to watch TV with you together. Yes. Now you just explained what you like to watch, and after that I have asked. So what about your mother? What TV programs does she like to watch?
Okay. I feel that my mother prefer to watch cooking channels because when I go home, I can see my mother sit in front of TV and she should cooking channels for preparing dinner meal.
Ah, very nice. This is a very practical approach to TV. Okay. What about the movies? What movies your mother likes to watch?
Okay. I feel that my mother really love a drama series because I can see I always see 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 that she always sitting her sitting in front of her TV and select a lot of series drama series such as Korea series and American series because I think that these channel can help my mother to relax.
Can I stop you here? You said Korea. I want that you correct. Wait. I want that you correct yourself. Yeah. You said Korea. Listen. You said Korea series, and then you said American series. Can you correct yourself?
Oh, okay. Korea series and American series.
Plus, can you correct yourself? Korea series, not the series, but how would you say Korea?
Korean series. Yes, and American series.
So if you're talking about Korean series, then you say Korean, American, Japanese. But for funny reason, you say Thai, not Chinese. Yeah. So that wanted to stop you there. And I'm happy that you can actually notice your mistakes now. So we're talking about fixing that leaking toilet. Yeah. Okay, let's move to the second part. Do you see that in your chat box?
Okay.
You do, yes?
Okay, I see that.
You see that. Okay. So again, I'm gonna give you about 2 minutes to prepare yourself about what you're going to say. You're welcome to make notes. Yeah. Let's start. So describe yourself who has describe someone who has taught you something useful in your life.
Okay.
Those people can be perhaps a teacher, perhaps a life lesson, or you can even use as somebody who taught you a lot, your mother. Yeah. And you should say, first of all, who is this person? Describe this person. Yeah. Then what they taught you. Yeah. And how did they do that? How they taught you this useful thing. Yeah. And the fourth, explain why this thing is useful to you. So the first one is a person. What did they teach you? How they did teach you, and why you think that what they did teach you is useful. Why it is useful, what you have learned from this person. Yeah. You have 2 minutes.
Okay.
Take your time. Okay. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's start from the first. You would speak about who is the person. Then, secondly, you would move to what they taught you, how did they do that, and why do you think this thing is useful? Okay, now is
Okay,
your time.
okay. Okay. No one can deny that parents, almost all parents are the best teacher. I'm going to talk about my mom. I feel that
One
okay,
teacher, two teachers.
teachers, okay, no one can deny that almost all parents are the best teachers. I'm going to talk
Thank you.
about my mom. I feel that she is the best person who teach me, who teach me uh, how to live in society, and I feel that um, she tried to teach me how to cook since I was young because she feel that the skill can be this skill may be useful in my future and 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 if she may think that if I stay alone in my home um, in my future I can I will be I will cook by myself don't go out to buy fast food in convenience store. This food is not healthy. And moreover, if I can cook by myself, she feel that these meals may be hygienic and homemade is a clean food. I feel that this
Mm,
is a good skill for me. And overall, this lesson why my mother is the best teacher in my life, and I really love her very much. And I feel that the all skill which my mother teach me is the useful skill.
one skill, two skills, three
Uh,
skills.
I mean that almost all skills uh, which my mother teach me, I feel that they are useful.
Very good. You starting already noticing when you do singular and plural.
Mhm.
Not all the time, but I already find the consistency that if you starting speaking about singular, most likely you're already continuing singular. So this is very good that we stop and broke that down for you. Yeah,
Mm, okay.
you understand the sentence breaking it down.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move to the third part. You done very well. We're talking about the schools, and uh, so what would you say? What was the most important thing you learned at the school, or perhaps still learning?
Mm. I feel that mm, one of the important lessons in school
Good.
is reading. I feel that
Mhm.
the reading in such as I feel that I mean the language lesson because these lessons can help young people
Yes.
to improve their language, uh, such as English language, and this lesson can help them um, to
This
learn
lesson.
English and understand English culture, English language.
Okay. Could you compare the effectiveness of schools in the past with that in the present?
Okay. Mm, I think um, they had a lot of change. They had uh, uh, okay. I think the school at the past had changed a lot. Had changed a lot nowadays because I feel that when I was young, the teacher tried to teach young people by books. This is a main materials for teachers. And on the other hand, nowadays, almost all schools may have modern technologies for teaching, such as computers, computers, internet, and sometimes they may have laptops for teaching. I think this way is the good idea for teaching in modern societies.
Very good. I liked the way you continued using the plural tense throughout explaining what the teachers use, what technologies they use. This was very good.
Okay, thank
So
you.
I already see the results that you're already using that right away. Yeah. This is very nice. So what do you think? The schools will change in the future, or they will remain the same?
Sorry, could you repeat your question, because your sound is not your sound you're not clear. It have a noise sound.
Okay. In what ways do you think schools will change in the future?
Okay. I believe that in the future, almost all school may be changed.
One school, two schools, three schools?
Almost all schools may be changed a lot in present, because I feel that a lot of advanced technologies can help school to improve teachings, such as many teachers may use
Teacher, two teacher, three teacher.
many teachers may use electronic device for teaching young people, such as they may use the internet. These provide many worldwide informations for acknowledge.
Okay. So you think that in the future the school and the teachers, the schools and the teachers will continue using internet and internet technologies? Yes.
Yes, of
Could
course.
you think what other technologies there might be utilized in the future that it is not utilized right now in the schools?
Okay. In the future, I believe that the technologies
Yes, very good.
the technologies are developed by
Will
the
be,
government,
will be.
or will be developed by the government or science, because they may feel that these modern technologies can help
Yes.
school to improve their learning, their studying,
Schools.
schools their teaching. And
Yes.
I feel that I feel that many teacher is predicted. Many teachers are predicted to teach young people by modern technologies, such as they may have a 3D screen, and the 3D screen for science lesson, and young people can watch a 3D 3D projector, 3D environment for science. I think this is a good way.
Okay, very
to do it.
nice.
Yeah.
I do agree with you that 3D projectors and video will be the next step. Also, which is it at the moment sounds slightly futuristic, and maybe you can see only in the films. But also, I think that they may develop the application use as well. For example, perhaps every single student will need to download this particular school's application, and all the homework will be submitted through the application on your telephone, because everybody has the telephone. How beautiful would that be? That the teacher, instead of trying to use all the class time for that student, can help him to do his homework when the student is at home. In the meantime, when the teacher don't need to be with the student, but just can use a simple application like we're using it right now. Yeah. So I think this is also the future, and for the public schools, not only the private. Yeah. Which would help also, yes, which would help also to monitor the students and their progress. Because why? Because if the times change, we have to follow the times. So at the moment, I have this problem as well. Young students, they interacting with their phone in the classroom, but not with the teacher. So why don't we utilize the very same thing that they are very happy to interact with into their advantages, and use that to learn, and to use that to as a modern technologies, as a one of the modern technologies to improve the learning strategies. Yeah. Now let's talk about the careers. This will be the last. We only have a couple of minutes for that. Yeah. So how important it is for people in your country to get a university education? So careers and education. Why?
Okay. Personally, I think I believe that many universities
Yes.
has become important for many peoples, because these this place can confirm those people who have a performance, who have a high performance when they work their office in their future. And I believe that many universities yes,
Yes.
Can help people to improve identity skills, such as I learn a design at when I started in my university, and I feel that this lesson can help me to improve my creative thinking and design fundamental. And after that, when I work as graphic designer, I think these lessons can be useful for work for my job.
Yes, well, I can already see that they are useful. You're already making a lot of progress as we speak. So I am very happy with what we've done today. I'm happy to see your flow through the sentence, and keeping that singular and plural tenses as you speak. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my particular emphasis for this class, which I think you caught. Which I think that you picked up the idea much faster than the actual pronunciation. Yeah. So I think that pronunciation for you is more of a long-term work, yeah, which you need to do perhaps, I don't know, I would say if you would work on your pronunciation on a daily basis for a month, I think your pronunciation would increase dramatically, yeah. But and I do not think that you can improve pronunciation in only 1 or 2 short times, because you have a habit of pronouncing different different words in a different ways in Thai language, yeah. And there's normal mistake or no common downfall for bilingual or trilingual and more speakers to have, because I've learned the way I pronounce my particular letters, and I am familiar with them when I speak one language. So it is very common that I will translate the same pronunciation into another language. Yeah. So that's why I say that your pronunciation is a long-term rather than the short-term objective. So, but what we done today, observing, talking about the past, present, as well as talking about the singular and plural tense, I think this is easier for you. Yeah. So just to remind you again, even in the past, future, or the present, keep yourself as simple as you can, because the simplicity will keep you correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is just easy thing to do. When you starting a complicated conversation with explaining many complicated matters, you I found from you talking that you're likely to lose your simplicity, which means that you start thinking about what you're saying. Let's say you talk about the future, you start thinking about the future and how to say your idea, and you forget how you do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I say keep yourself simple and short, and then you will win from that. Other than that, I'm very happy to finish, and just to ask, maybe you would like to give me a comment. What do you think about this class?
This class is okay. It's such a good lesson for me. Good teaching.
Okay. Okay, so I will see you in an hour, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, take a break.
Okay.
Take a
See you
break now.
again. Yeah. Take
See you again.